Hi there, Rabbi. How the heck are you doing?
I am on the one end of the bridge, and we're going to cross to the other end of the bridge.
Yesterday, I was ready to jump off the bridge at points because I was having one of those days. Everything that could happen yesterday did to make my life just a little more trying. And I found myself saying to myself, what good is sitting alone in your room feeling bad or depressed or that whatever those songs are that run through your head at these times? I just tried to stay positive and keep going. And I found the day did not improve, but my attitude didn't get worse. Is there something to that? Have I stumbled on the secret to life?
You've stumbled on the edge of the secret to life, Joe. I'm not a big fan of being a pessimist or an optimist. My experience has been optimists always come up with unrealistic, undoable solutions that usually make things worse, and we can't carry them out. And I've found on the same way, people who have a pessimistic attitude aren't willing to try or do anything, and therefore they're just as unrealistic, and we don't go anywhere. I find both those attitudes don't solve anything. I want to propose, Joe, be neutral. Don't let yourself sink down and don't let yourself blow up in a balloon. Let's just face my peanut butter hit the floor face down. How can I salvage it? Instead of bemoaning the fact that it's lost and gone, or having that wonderful attitude that I'm going to eat it full of dog hair because I'm an optimist. Let's put both of those aside and let's come up with being realists. What do I need to do to salvage the operation?
Well, I know there's such a thing as foolish optimism, but isn't a little optimism a good thing?
If the world throws lemons at you, your arm will get tired of making lemonade before the world stops throwing lemons. So I think that part, don't even call it a Pollyanna approach. That idea that I can make bad better or I'll make lemonade out of lemons is fruitless. I've never seen it work. People get exhausted. And it's not, no, not even, I'm not suggesting a little or a lot. Why can't you just be neutral? Why can't you just say, how do I approach this? What's going to happen next? How do I solve the situation? How do I get to the other end of the bridge? How do I keep going and not creating any anything artificial? Just be realistic. Yeah,
Well, I have to play the cartoonist card on you, Rabbi. One of the things that we do is take bad situations and make funny things out of them. Humor from suffering is one of our classic tools. And isn't that a way to deal with suffering and teach people that it's not as bad as you think it is?
absolutely. No, the laughing is good. Let's emphasize the laughing and not try to belittle the situation or have pretend optimism. You know what my favorite expression, Joe, is cheer up. Things could be worse. And so Joe did cheer up, and sure enough, things got worse.
Well, and that's sort of what my yesterday was like. But still, I and my nickname my mother gave me was her little Don Quixote because I was always looking for the next windmill to tilt at. I still think that I can make the world a little bit better every day, and that's a good attitude to have. Is that ridiculously optimistic?
I think if you temper it with it's never going to happen, yes. My problem is with the Miss America Save the Porpoises, Don't Hurt Little Baby Seals, and it's unrealistic. It's never going to happen, and there's no plan for it. So I think if you want to chase windmills with the understanding, and in fact, we have a saying in Pirkei Avot, the day is short, the task is great. You are not required to finish the task, but you're not at liberty not to attempt the task.
Words to live by, Rabbi. I'm going to take that as a win for my argument. Thank you as always, and good luck getting to the other side of the bridge.
And that's my advice to our viewers and listeners. Don't have them think that by this is going to solve the problem. You have to do something. So let's do something with the idea that it may or may not work.